So it looks like the chief of Paramount has come out and said a lot of stuff in a Variety article. And one of the things he's talked about was the use of AI and the changes that they are making with the films, the type of films they put out. And I don't think a lot of people are really happy about that. And also, they have a list of actors that they don't want to work with. So we're gonna get into all of that now. So it says here that Paramount has a list of actors and filmmakers to never work with, and that is because of the individuals' stance on Israel. Now, most of the individuals are pro-Palestine. I know that a couple of actors signed a I'm not sure what it was, but they signed something, and I believe it was them committing to not working with any studio that is mostly with Israel and everything. And them doing this is a huge problem. We know the merger between Warner Brothers. People are trying to buy Warner Brothers right now, and at first Paramount was the one that I wanted to own Warner Brothers, but now seeing stuff like this, I have a problem with that, and I probably no longer can support Paramount buying Warner Brothers, because a lot of DC actors and DC filmmakers, not just DC filmmakers, just actors alone that work for Warner Brothers, they are pro-Palestine. So a lot of them are gonna be working for Paramount. Yeah, that's a huge problem, and obviously Paramount is moving towards the Maga side of things, because Trump has said many times that he wants Paramount to buy Warner Brothers. He really wants that, and yeah, that is a huge problem, and I no longer can support that. Netflix, I don't want Netflix to own Warner Brothers either, but hey, I would rather take Netflix over Paramount any day now. It also says here that David Ellison, which is the chief of Paramount, he says he wants to rewrite the industry's DNA, building an alpha male skewing empire that some fear will entwine the studio's content most closely with MAGA messaging. Here we go again with this MAGA stuff. Now, me personally, I have no problem with them doing this, because I feel like Hollywood recently, we haven't really gotten any alpha male characters like the characters that were in the 90s and the 80s and the 70s even, back in those days. And we don't have that many of those characters anymore. Rambo, the characters like that don't really exist. The only people that we have is really John Wick and whatever character Tom Cruise is playing. But other than that, we don't really have no big action stars like we used to. Those alpha male guys that can take out whole armies if they wanted to. That stuff is fire, and I have no problem with them doing this. Now, the only thing I don't like is if they decide to just hire white male actors and everything, and don't give anybody of color, any race, a chance. And we know how MAGA feels about the DEI hire and everything. And I hope they do end up giving black actors or any race a chance, but I don't know. I don't think we're going to be getting that. And now we get into the AI part. Apparently, David Ellison is looking to embrace AI and revolutionize tools designed to predict what consumers want by accessing vast troves of data. Now, it says here where all that data comes from remains a mystery. Some industry observers are skeptical that it will be enough to compete with Netflix and its mighty algorithm. They also believe that even if traditional studios like Paramount and Warner Brothers combine, it would be nearly impossible to catch up to the other leading streaming giants. So now they're going to be using AI to figure out what audiences want, and that's how they're going to make decisions on what movies they are going to make. Yeah, I think this is very stupid, and yeah, I'm not rooting for Paramount anymore, bro, because when you use this AI to do stuff like this, there's no telling what else you're gonna use AI for, man. I believe also Paramount did lay off a couple of people, and well, everybody's laying off people, honestly, but Paramount is obviously going through a major change, especially after the Skydance and Paramount merger and everything. Yeah, it's going through major change. Now look, there are a lot of IPs that I love that are a part of the Paramount library and everything, like Transformers, G.I. Joe, and all these other TV shows and everything, like South Park. I'm surprised South Park is still going after what they've been doing. But I can't support this. Like, if DC ends up being a part of Paramount's library and everything, I feel like it's going to be making a major change. And not even talking about them going for Zack Snyder, because I know a lot of people have been talking about that, and I don't think that's going to happen. If they do get Warner Brothers, I think it's going to be a major problem, and they're not just going to be making changes to DC. They're going to be making changes to everything with Warner Brothers and all the projects, all the actors and everything. So yeah, I think this is Netflix is the worst case scenario. Well, it was the worst case scenario. I feel like Paramount now is the worst case scenario, and Netflix is right above it, right above Paramount. Now all we have left is Universal. I think not Skydance, Comcast, I think, and I'm not sure what other studios are looking into buying Warner Brothers or have the amount of money to buy Warner Brothers, but I just hope. I don't know. This is big money, so I can't really make a decision. I'm just giving my opinion about who could buy a $1 billion studio, like who I want to buy this $1 billion studio. And I don't know. Anything can happen. Disney bought Fox. Like, I never thought that would happen. But whoever has the right amount, they're gonna end up getting it. That's just how it is. Paramount has been turned down like 3 times already, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I'm not sure what is gonna take for Paramount to have to get Warner Brothers, but it looks like they have been getting turned down a lot. So it's gonna be time for Netflix to come in and swoop in. And I really don't want Netflix to buy Warner Brothers, but if it does, it is what it is. Hopefully they start to look at the theater a lot more, because I know they've been doing select releases, like with K-pop Demon Hunters, and they're releasing Stranger Things the finale in theaters and select theaters. So they've been doing that more recently, but they are against the theater. They want people to buy the streaming service. That's just how it goes. So we just got to wait to see when that day comes. But that's all I gotta say. Let me know what you guys think about this out in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe.